This is a work solution for the tough Sudoku from the Metro newspaper. So I open the Metro app, make sure it's on home. This is on the live. Click editions. Thursday, November the 16th. Select this one. Well, whichever one you want. Okay, now to navigate, it's the top three little buttons, that burger they call it. Puzzles, and Sudoku 3 is the tough Sudoku. So I can see that row 1 needs an 8. Row 1 also needs a 3. Column 4 needs an 8. That's a 4. Row 4 has a 6. Row 6 has a 6. So one of these is a 6. Column 4 has a 9. Column 5 has a 9. So the 9 in column 6 is one of those. Column 1 has a 4. Column 3 has a 4. So the 4 in column 2 is one of those. Column 7 has a 3. Column 8 has a 3. So the 3 in column 9 is one of those. The 4 in row 9 has to be one of these. It's not that one. It has to be that one. That's a 4. So this forces that to be a 9. It means that the 9 in row 9 is one of these. 5 in row 9 is one of these. Column 5 has a 4 and a 5. Column 6 has a 4 and a 5. So you have a 4 5 pair here. The 8 in column 7 is one of these, which means that the 8 in column 9 is one of these. 4 in column 7 is one of these. Now in column 8, that one can't be a 9, that one can't be a 9, so that forces that to be a 9, which leaves a 1 7 pair. It's 1 7. 1 7. This one can't be a 1, so that's a 7. That's a 1. So that forces the 1 in row 2 to be one of these. And as I just said, that's a 4 5 pair, and there's also a 1 in column 4. So one of those is a 1. Column 6 needs a 1 3 6. So I'll put it in just to complete the alternatives for now. There's obviously 3 missing row 4. I'll do this one first. Row 5 needs a 2. It needs to be that one. So the 3 missing in row 4 is 1 7 and 8. So it could be 1 or 7. That could be 7 or 8. That could be the whole lot, 1 7 and 8. This one can't be 7. Because there is a 7 in the middle block. It can't be 1. So that one must be the 8. That one's not an 8. So that leaves that as 8 in row 6. So this right middle block needs 1 7 5. So it can't be an 8. So these 3, 1 3 and 9. So of the 3 in the middle block, it's 1 3 and 6. And column 1 needs a 3, so it's one of these. In fact, you've got 1 3 7 9 in this block as missing numbers. Now, because 3 is in there, column 1, one of these needs to be a 3. Column 2. 2 in column 3 needs to be one of these 2. The 1 in column 2 needs to be one of these 2. 6 in column 7 needs to be one of these. The 9 in column 9 will be one of these. The 8 in column 5 will be one of these. Now, the 1 in column 5 can only be this one. So that's not a 1. These could never be a 1. Silly old daddy. Right, and this is a 1. 6. So that's a 3, 6. Now you've got this pair up here that I mentioned before, so that leaves a pair here, which is 2, 7. Now if that's a solid pair, then this must be a triple, which is 3, 6, 8. Which means that one can't be a 3. That one's 3, so that one must be 6, which leaves a pair here, which is 2 and 7. 7. Now, because the 2 in this block is constrained to the top row and the bottom row, and the 2 in this block is constrained to the top row and the bottom row, it means that the 2 in this block must be one of these two. Okay, it's got to be in the middle row of the block. And the 6 in row 1 must be one of these. 4 in column 2 must be one of these 3. Now row 5, now that's the only one that can be a 3, so that's not a 3. So we're left with 1, 7, 9 in the block. Row 6, that one's a 9, that one's a 1, so that one must be a 7. It's a 7, that makes that one a 1, so these can no longer be 1s. Means that the 1 in column 9 is one of these. The bottom right block. That one can no longer be a 9. Column 4, that 2, 7 pair, of course that can never be a 2, so that one's a 7, that one's a 2, which means that the 2 in row 9 is one of these, which means the 7 in row 8 is one of these. Now the missing numbers in row 7 are 1, 3, 6 and 8. There's 4 numbers missing. Now if you look at this column, column 3, you've got 1, 3 and 8, so this one must be the 6, which means that's not a 6. It also means that the 6 in column 1 is that one, and of course this can no longer be a 6. So the 8 in column 1 now is going to be one of these two. In fact, the 3 missing numbers from column 1 are 5, 7 and 8, so that one could be a 5 or a 7. And the missing numbers from column 3 is 2, 5, 9, so that could be 2, 5, this one can be 2, 5 and 9, and that one could be 5 or a 9. Now the only place that you can get an 8 in row 1 now is this one, which means that the only place that you can get a 4 in row 1 now is this one, which means this 4 is not there anymore. So row 1 needs a 2, 7, 5 to complete it. Now column 7 needs a 2, 5, 6 and 7. Now this one cannot be a 2, 5 or 7, so it must be the 6. So that's not a 6, it's not a 7 or a 5, so it must be a 2, means that one's not a 2, and then this one must be the 2. So this could never be a 2, which, now in this top right block the only one that can be a 9 is this one, which means that this can't be a 9 in row 3. So the only place you're going to get a 9 in column 3 now is this one, which means that the 9 in column 2 must be this one, which means that the 4 in column 2 is this one. Now this 4, 5 pair, this one must be 5, that one must be 4. In row 3 we've got 2 left, that one can't be a 5 anymore, so that's a 2, 2. This is a 2, 7. That must be a 5, which means that the 7 in the top left block must be this one, which means that cannot be a 7 in column 1, which means this is a 5 in row 2, that's a 7 in row 1. Now you're left with 8, 5 down here, so that one must be the 8 in column 1. That one must be the 5. This one can no longer be a 9. The 7, and in row 8 must be this one. So that one's a 3. That one's a 1. Which means that the 1 in this bottom right block and in row 8 must be this one. So I'll take these other ones out from column 9. That one can't be a 2 either, can it? That one must be the 7. That one's the 5. Should be able to complete row 8 now. So that's a 3. So of this 7, 5 pair, neither of these could be 3 now. So that one must be, can't be 3, must be 8. That one must be 3. That one must be the 8. And use this one as 6.